war fighters, how political ideology is weakening America's military. Tell us about this new report.
So Senator Rubio deserves a great deal of credit. He and his team, his staff, worked with my team to put together this great report. Basically, a lot of things you've heard about out in the news, right? That we wanted to compile into one place so the American people could see the extent to which their military, that we all love and respect, and that stands on that wall in defense of our freedoms and our liberties to protect this country, that military is being driven by a top-down politically correct, woke brass at the Department of Defense that is working in coordination with the White House to have indoctrination throughout the ranks of the military. Whether it's the Air Force Academy, where you had a statement saying, "Oh, well, don't refer to mom and dad, that might be offensive," or an admiral telling midshipmen at the Naval Academy they need to read, quote, "How to be an anti-racist," that teaches the only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination, which all takes large inspiration from the Marxist concepts, right, of the oppressed and the divided between the oppressed and the oppressor. They want to divide our country into racial classes and to further break our unity down. That's really what this is about and why we thought it was so important. Remember the old posters in World War II of Uncle Sam that's patriotic? I want you, and we all come together in our differences and we fight to defend this country. Meanwhile, now they're saying there's a slide at the West Point that's for a class at West Point that says, quote, "White people and people of color live racially different structured lives," and it lists 3 characteristics of whiteness, describing it as a location of structural advantage and race privilege. I could go on and on. There are so many different examples. Sex reassignment procedures that they will pay for and gladly give you a year off to deal with, but they won't even let you join the military if you've got, braces or like certain allergies that are long lists to try to make sure you've got a healthy force. This is the absurdity of your current National Defense Department, and there are consequences. Our recruiting levels are down. The morale is low in the military, just at a time when we need to be heightening the strength of our military to combat the rising of China and foreign threats. So we thought it was important to put out there, so we put that report out this week.
And that report does have a lot of really important information. You highlight the fact that one of the first things Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin did when he was confirmed to his post is order a one-day stand down to discuss extremism within the ranks, which is this suggestion that there's extremism within the ranks of the military, and we got to do something about that. However, the military's own data says that in a force of 2.1 million people, they've only found 100 cases of prohibited extreme activity, which is, of course, 0.005% of military service members, or 1 out of every 21,000 service members. If that's, according to the Department of Defense, the nature of the problem or the nature of the non-problem, why do you think, Representative Roy, that this level of priority has been given to this issue?
Because it is a politically driven exercise for power that the Biden administration is promoting and the brass at the Pentagon are willing to promote. And the reality is, you just said, you walked through the numbers, but let's consider further that they created the Countering Extremism Activity Working Group and hired Bishop Garrison, who's a rabid partisan who routinely attacks conservatives, and has stated, quote, "Systemic racism is one of our greatest national security challenges," routinely promoting the 1619 Project. Hiring a senior advisor like that sends all the message that you know, right, and that indicates where they want to go with it. This is all about a one world order, right? The White House Deputy Press Secretary said that. Like, we want a new liberal order. This is not about promoting American sovereignty, American, strength. It's not about our being the strongest country in the world and promoting that around the world, American exceptionalism. This is about breaking down our unity, breaking it down in pursuit of this racial identity world. And again, it's Marxist. It's purposeful. The words of Marx, read them. They want to divide us. They want to divide us between oppressed and oppressor, right? They're going to move out of the race.
Made a mistake. Okay, come on.